Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is April the 9th, 2022. I got messy hair. Don't worry about it. But, ladies and gentlemen, I got a headache as well, so it's going to be hard to do a video and scream. But we do have some SmackDown and AEW Rampage to talk about. I got the wrong list up. Ooh, that's cold. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rampage results. We got Bryan Danielson will be versing Trent Beretta. And I guess it was a pretty decent match. People enjoyed it, but the winner of that match was Bryan Danielson. Then we have the Swerve Strickland will be versing QT Marshall. The winner of that match was Swerve. And we heard that there might be a tag team match in New Orleans. It will be Will Hobbs, or Powerhouse Hobbs, Team Taz, Ricky Starks, and Powerhouse Hobbs versus Keith Lee and Swerve. Let's see what happens in that match. I think it's happening on Dynamite, I think. Then we have Red Velvet versus Nightingale in the Owen Hart tournament qualifying match. The winner of that match was Red Velvet. Then in our main event was Jon Moxley will be versing the Ring of Honor's pure champion, Wheeler Yuta. The winner of that match was Jon Moxley. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have SmackDown, and 3 people made their debut on SmackDown, and we got one return. The return was Lacey Evans, making her return to WWE. She left WWE. She didn't really leave. She just had an emergency, and her emergency was she was pregnant, and so she also had a whole bunch of months off. So now she's finally back. She's on SmackDown. I'm happy that she's on SmackDown. We have more SmackDown superstars now. And then we got Raquel Gonzalez. She has a new name that I don't remember her. Her first name is Raquel still, but I don't remember the last name. So I'm going to call her Gonzalez until I hear it again. But she makes her debut from NXT. And ladies and gentlemen, we will see what she could do. She didn't have a match. She got an interview. And she was interrupted by Angel and Humberto trying to give her a kiss, and she just had no chance. So let's get to this. Not a lot of segments happened. Happy talk happened, and Happy blamed one person by his loss at WrestleMania to Drew McIntyre, and he blamed he blamed Madcap Moss, and he told Madcap Moss to tell him a joke. He told like 2 horrible jokes, and then Happy Corbin asked him do one more, but sound like this is going to be your job is depending on it, because it is. And Madcap just made fun of Happy Corbin on the joke, and then Happy Corbin attacked Madcap Moss until Madcap Moss reversed some stuff, and he knocked out Happy Corbin. So that team broke up. To start with the show, we got Ronda Rousey coming out, and she is upset that she lost at WrestleMania. But she hurt the ref at WrestleMania too, because Ronda should be champion because she tapped her out, but the referee was down. But now Ronda wants to make sure that it doesn't happen that way. What I mean by that is that she wants a rematch at WrestleMania Backlash in an I Quit match against Charlotte Flair. Yeah. And then Charlotte Flair came on the Titantron, and she says she doesn't quit, but she doesn't want to do the match. Man, you're chicken. You guys might hear some goose outside because they're flying around. Then we have Xavier Woods will be versing the debut of Butch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Butch did a good job until he got rolled up, and Xavier Woods gets the win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, is there a bad things happening between Sheamus and Ridge Holland and Butch? Because Butch wouldn't stop shoving Ridge Holland, but isn't that what they always do? Isn't that what Butch always does? He gets angry and they try to calm him down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, another 2 NXT superstars, 2 Imperium superstars of the Imperium tag team. Gunther and Marcel Bertel. Marcel has a different name, but Gunther doesn't have a different name. His name is Gunther. But looks like they're doing the Imperium gimmick still. They were doing the hand thing, whatever that what they're doing. But I'm still not a big fan of that theme song. I think it's the same theme song that they have on NXT. But they show a video package of Walter doing crazy things on NXT. What he done, his match against LA Knights. But ladies and gentlemen, Gunther is here on SmackDown, just like Marcel Bertel. Fabian Aichner is still on NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, we heard that this week on NXT, we will find out who will be the NXT Tag Team Champions, because what just happened last week. And the sad thing is that Nash Carter is no longer part of WWE because of some actions that he done that you guys can see on the internet. I think everybody knows why he was released. So we got Gunther versus some guy. I call him a jobber because that's what he is. And Gunther wins the match. I can't stop yawning, guys. But ladies and gentlemen, we got Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. Sami's upset because he lost at WrestleMania. All the pranks, all that stuff. And the guy in his nasty underwear that he should have. I hope he put some clothes on now. And that wee man. But Sami Zayn told Mr. Adam Pearce, whoever comes out of that locker room, I will be fighting. And guess who it was? It was Drew McIntyre. And Sami didn't want that. Sami trying to get himself out of the match, but Adam Pearce says it's official. So we got Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn, but ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Drew McIntyre by countouts. Sami tried to run away, go in backstage, but Drew McIntyre said, no, I'm going to chase you and beat you up more. But after he was about to do the Claymore, before the Claymore, Sami just rolled outside the ring, and then he went through the audience and run up the stairs because he's scared of Drew McIntyre. But we heard that next week there's going to be a rematch between Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre. I'm hoping there's a stipulation in there that Sami can't run. Then we had our main event, Liv Morgan versus Sasha Banks. Liv Morgan gets a tag team title match, but her tag team partner wasn't even there on SmackDown. Rhea Ripley wasn't there. Will she be there on Raw? We will find out. But ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty decent match for both ladies, but the winner of that match was Liv Morgan getting the win. And then we had the Bloodline coming to the ring, and Roman Reigns says, we have all the gold, except for one. And that's the Raw Tag Team titles. And he told Jimmy and Jay, go to Raw and unify those tag team titles with the Raw Tag Team titles, that we could have all the titles. Because he has the Raw's WWE Championship and the SmackDown's Universal title. Now it's the tag team titles' turn. I think it's a good idea because I understand Gunther and Marcel Bertel came, but it's still not a lot of tag teams. They're like the replacements of Happy Talk. The Happy Team, whatever you want to call them. Because they just broke up. Now, it's still the same number of tag teams on SmackDown, and it's not a lot of tag teams. So if you put Raw and SmackDown tag teams together, there's a bunch of tag teams that could have a chance at the tag team titles. I think it's a good idea. People thought it was a good idea with the women's tag team titles, but I think it's more better with the men's tag team titles, because there's a couple of tag teams in SmackDown and a couple of tag teams on Raw. That'll be good. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, never mind, I forgot one thing. Shinsuke came out, and then Roman Reigns didn't let him talk. He says, I understand why you're here. You're upset because your partner is injured, Rick Boogs. And then he says, the bloodline is all about love. So he says, let me give you the love of the bloodline. And then he just gives Shinsuke Nakamura a hug. Until the Usos did a double super kick onto Shinsuke Nakamura to end the show. What else is going to happen? Will Shinsuke get a shot at the Undisputed Championship at WrestleMania Backlash? Because I don't think he's going to take that. He's going to do some karate moves onto Roman Reigns. But ladies and gentlemen, we will see if we're going to have a unification match for the tag team titles. And if they do that, the brand split, I believe, is going to be over. It could, well, not really over because they still have the separated women's title. But it could be the end of the brand split and no more drafts. I'm sad. But ladies and gentlemen, that's okay for me. They need more wrestlers to have the brand split. They need more wrestlers. And we heard that Cody Rhodes will have his first match on Raw since 6 years. And it will be against The Miz. Let's see how good this match will be. I believe Cody Rhodes versus The Miz before a couple of years ago when he was part of WWE. And now they're going to fight again. And you saw how good Cody Rhodes gets. And now he's not Stardust, he's Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare. So let's see what happens. That's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'm sorry there was no Impact Wrestling video yesterday because they were doing the full coverage of the multiverse pay-per-view that they done, special events. If I wanted to do that, I would do that on their April 1st because that's when the show was on. So I don't want to do that. It wasn't a normal Impact Wrestling taping. So there was no Impact Wrestling result video. But there will be one next week if there's going to be an Impact Wrestling taping. But if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, Tuesday for Monday Night Raw results. That's all for me today. Tala is out. Bye!